Stop judging people based on their actions and thinking negatively about them, and clean the heart from sins.
Stop. Make your salawats. Judge yourself. After you finish judging yourself, truly wrote down your bad characteristics, fought all those characteristics, perfected yourself, now ask Allah to be of service to His creation. So if we can busy ourselves in our tafakkur and contemplation and resolve all of our issues, then we would be less busy trying to resolve other people's issues. So that's the whole process of tafakkur and contemplation and how to connect and vibrate. Those are the talks that we said. How are you going to have a quantum entanglement and rise? Now they're releasing their AI computers and quantum computers and bringing out all their sciences. These realities they're talking about are proving the madad. And the original quantum entanglement is the kalima. The La ilaha illallah entangled its power and brought Muhammadun Rasulullah. Everything is existing based on that entanglement. Because La ilaha illallah is unseen and will never be seen. So it's a force and it's a might that making it come through Muhammadun Rasulullah. Therefore Prophet becomes the mirror, the shadow of Allah, the reflection that's created. But the Creator can never be seen, can never enter into the presence. So it's that very entanglement they're trying to understand. And our whole nature is based on that. If you entangle yourself, you're going to feel. If you love somebody, entangled with your children, if they become sick, you feel sick. You can't breathe, you can't function because you're entangled with them. This is what's meant for the madad. That when you're making your connection and asking, kun ma sadiqeen, Allah wants us to be with truthful people at all times. It's not about physical companionship, it's about my soul to be with truthful people at all times. I visualize the light of their being in front of me and that, Ya Rabbi, ask my light to be with their light, and that this reality to dress me and bless me, and then an entanglement begins to take place in which the light begins to enter into our lights and we begin what we call fayaz. Now explain all of these Arabic words with their sciences. What's the fayaz? It's what they researched of entanglement, that how are two particles that are separate and distant but something happens and the other one is reacting. That's what we call fayaz. The light and spirit of this reality, that as soon as you meditate, if a connection begins to take place, they can begin to send a fayaz, an emanation and a light that affects that individual. Could be thousands of miles away. Time and space they found was no relevance, because they're trying to understand quantum, which means light. Light has nothing to do with the physical world. Your physical being has nothing to do with your spiritual being. How big is your soul? No understanding. But what we do know is that when Prophet was speaking and the Sahabi are speaking, that if the sun and the moon are placed in my hands, meaning what? They must have a huge soul in which the sun can be in one hand and the moon can be in another hand. Means the light of our reality, we don't know how far it's outside of the physicality. But enough that Allah said in Qur'an that if you kill one as if you killed all. Why? Because we must be like a web of lights that are all entangled. All our lights are overlapping. Your light is not an LED just in one body, it diffuses in space and time. How big? So your light affects him, his light affects, we don't know how far out it goes. And if the person has bad energy, you feel the heaviness. And if the people have good energy, you feel the fires and the lights uplifting the heart and the soul. So then Allah warned for us, be with good people. Why? Because if you be with bad people, you're going to get heavy and not a good positive experience, you're going to take on the bad energies. So our life was about being with people whom had good energy. Because if my energy is off a little, then at least when I enter into that ocean of reality, that light begins to uplift me and energize me, inshaAllah.